Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial video, I'll be teaching you how to make a turtleneck line. So I already started sewing this dress and I decided to share the tutorial with you guys. So if you find it helpful, do well to subscribe and watch the video to the end. And as you can see, I've gone ahead to join the shoulder. The front depth is 2, then the width is 3, the back width is 3, then the depth is 1. So I went ahead, I brought out a paper, then I drew out a straight line. You don't need to have a measurement for this line, just draw out a straight line in a paper, then mark anywhere as the middle, but just follow this procedure to get it. After marking that, I brought out the fabric, then I measured from the zipper to the end of the joining, the shoulder joining. That's where it ends. From the zip to that plate, I got 3.5. So I'm going to measure the 3.5 on my paper. From that middle point, I got 3.5. Then I'll just mark it down. And that particular place is my back because I measured the back. So I'll mark it down. Then I'll also take the dress and I'll measure the front. How I measure the front, I joined it together like the two shoulders together. Yes, this is what I did. After which I'll just measure from there to the end, and when I measured I got 4.5. So I'll take the tape to the paper, I'll measure 4.5 and I'll give a mark there. After marking it, I'll label it the front. So now I have the front and the back. So from the front, from that mark, I'll be coming up by half of an inch, and I went ahead to mark the half of an inch. Then after marking it, I'll connect from the middle point to that new point. So I made use of my curve rule to get that line. So the next thing I'll be doing is to determine the length of the turtleneck. So I decided to use 1.5. You can decide to use 1 or 1.5 at least. So from the middle point, I came up by 1.5. Then from the other front, I came up by 1.5. And take note that my tape is on slide, it's not a straight point. Then from the back, I came up by 1.5. So I'm going to connect the points together. For the front, it's not straight, it's slant. So I just went ahead to connect it, as you can see. Then for the back is a straight one. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect the top. And that's all you need to know about drafting a turtleneck pattern. So this is basically all. And after connecting the lines, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Guys, please, if you are new to this channel, do want to subscribe to this channel, like our videos and drop a comment. Thank you very much. So I went ahead to label back and front so that I'll be able to differentiate it. So I gave 2 marks for the back, then 1 mark for the front, so I can be able to differentiate it. So I went ahead to cut it out. After cutting it, I'm going to place it on my actual fabric, and the fabric will be folded into 2. I folded my fabric into 2 and I just placed the front from the folded side. Just see what I'm doing. Then I went ahead to pin it down. I labeled that arrow to the down so that I will be able to know where I'm sewing from. You understand? So all these are very important so you won't make any mistake. So I went ahead to pin it and I cut it round. Then I gave ½ inch while cutting it round. I did not just cut it exactly the shape of the drafted paper. I gave ½ inch round, so I'll use it for my sewing stitches. I also went ahead to cut out my lining pieces. Same way I cut out the fabric, I'll just place it on top and pin it down. Then I'll go ahead to cut it out. A quick reminder, guys, on this channel we do DIY tutorial videos. We give reviews on different attribute styles and also give inspiration for dresses. If you like this video and you like what we do here, please support the brand by subscribing and watch the video to the end. Thank you very much. So I've gone ahead to cut it out and this is the outcome. This is how it's looking like. So the next thing I did was to cut my gum stay, and I placed the gum stay on the lining and gummed it with my steam iron. Then this is me cutting it out. So after doing that, I'm going to join it with the actual fabric. So it's very easy procedure that you need to know. It's very easy. I'll just place it on top and pin it down. That particular place I'm pinning down, that is where I'm going to sew. I'm just showing you how it's going to look like, but I'll definitely pin it, because pinning if a fabric before sewing, it makes it very easy. So I will actually advise you guys to always pin, so that while sewing it will be easier for you. So after pinning it down, I went straight to my sewing machine. I sewed it and it came out nice. So this is the outcome, and I also ironed it. I actually brought out a tiny robe for button at the top. So this is how it's going to look like. So I went ahead to fold the turtleneck into two and gave a notch at the middle. I'll do the same thing for the dress. I took the neck, I folded it into two and gave a notch at the front. So after doing that, I went ahead to zip it down. Then I'll be placing the turtleneck from the back, and I'll be placing the lining, not the actual fabric. Take note on what I'm doing. I'll be placing the lining on the dress, the neck of the dress. So that is where I'll be sewing, and I'll be starting from the zipper. So I went ahead to pin it down so that it will be easy for me to sew it through. So this is how it is. I just try my possible best to pin it down, and I went ahead to my sewing machine to sew it round. Guys, after sewing it, this is the outcome. This was how it came out. Then I'll do the finished job by folding the top fabric to cover the lining. But first of all, I'll cut the zip, the excess zip that is there from the both side. After cutting it out, then I'll fold the fabric to cover the lining. Please pay close attention so you understand how I folded the top fabric. So I'll fold it that way, and I'll sew it round from the back to the other back. So it's very easy. Guys, this was how it came out. It came out so neat and so fine. So I sewed it round and it was so fine. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I really do appreciate. Please turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever we post our new videos. Bye.